Hello and welcome to Captain Scarlet's kitchen. Today we're going to make a lemon meringue pie, which I think is American. So, but first, a cup of a cup of coffee because it's early. Let's begin. We shall need approximately 5 eggs. 4 of them need to be room temperature and just one regular one. You'll need 4 egg whites for the meringue, but we'll use the yolks for the filling. You need, well, we need to zest 2 lemons, and then you'll need to squeeze out 125 millilitres of lemon juice. So because I'm not sure how much I'll get out of these, because I'll just be doing it by hand, I have some extras. 1 small orange, which this appears to be a big orange, but never mind. 85 grams of butter, and it doesn't actually say whether it needs to be unsalted or not, so I'm just going to use... I'm going to drop it on the floor. You shall need some cornflour. So 2 tablespoons of cornflour will go in the filling, and 2 tablespoons will go in the meringue. Right, for the filling, you shall need 100 grams of golden caster sugar, and for the meringue, 200 grams, so about 300 grams of caster sugar. So the most important bit, you need to make some pastry, or just cheat like I did. So this is about 20 centimetres wide. I'll have an additional one because just in case it doesn't. I always tend to find my I do too much, so if there is, I'll do 2. Right, 100 grams of caster sugar. Right, 2 tablespoons of cornflour, which I'm going to do in 215 millilitre. Oh, that's too much. Like that. We now need the zest from 2 unwaxed lemons. Right, so we need 125 millilitres of lemon juice. Right, how am I going to do this? I'm going to use a sieve to put this in a bowl. Yeah, I need to get a proper juicer, don't I? Squeeze 3 lemons, and these aren't completely accurate, but that's just under, I suppose, 140 with all the bits removed. That'll be correct. Right, so now we need to start stirring this in. So I'm going to cut like that. Right, with the lemon in, we now need to add the orange. So we'll juice this into here, and apparently if it doesn't come to, well, we need to then add water, so it's 200 millilitres. Oh, and I've just squeezed orange everywhere. And I'm still squeezing orange everywhere. I need to get a juicer. Right, so with that, just over 50 millilitres. So we need 200 ml. And then that needs to go into the rest of the mixture. Right, so again, we need to mix this in, sieve this through, just to try and make it as smooth as possible. Oh no. Right, because I have obviously I've done this wrong. It's lumpy. I'm just gonna try and whisk it so it's all combined. I can't combine that because it's a lump there. Now it's a lump of cornflour, isn't it? Okay. Okay, that's better. Can I see any lumps on the bottom? No. Let's heat this up until it's thickened and smooth. It recommends a medium heat and stir constantly. Right, so whilst that starts, I'm going to prepare the eggs. Right, so for this filling we need the egg yolks, but not the egg whites. I'm going to try and save the egg whites, which means not tapping this too hard. And can I save the egg yolk? I have. That's one egg yolk. This is boiling unexpectedly. That's actually warmed up much quicker than what I thought. Right, let's just check I haven't burnt anything. I'm going to turn the heat down a bit. Right, as the mixture is bubbling, so you're supposed to. This is supposed to thicken. I don't think this is thick enough. But it says stir it until it starts bubbling, and we now need to do the eggs. And I haven't got the eggs ready yet, so I've removed it from the heat. No! I've got a bit of egg yolk in there. I have managed to get a bit of egg yolk in there, which I'm assuming is not good for the meringue. So let's try and use the egg to scoop that out. That hasn't worked. Oh, I didn't record that. Fantastic. I've basically used a spoon to try and get the egg white out. Let's try not to do the same this time. Oh dear. Right, so yeah, there's still a bit in there, never mind. So I have 3 egg yolks in there. Final egg, which is just the entire egg, and this is for the filling. Hang on a minute, is that 4 egg yolks? Three egg yolks and 1 whole egg. 1, 2, 3. What have I done here? I'm out of eggs. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. Right, okay, so beat your eggs. Right, I'm going to try this again. So when it starts foaming, I'm going to add the eggs, and I need to add the butter. I need 85 grams of butter cut into cubes, which I haven't cut into cubes yet. Cut, 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 and off the heat. Put in your butter. And the residual heat is supposed to melt this. So once you've seen all the butter has melted, we're going to add the eggs. Let's add the egg. Right, let's put the heat back on. So we are just going to stir this. So we're going to keep stirring it for a few minutes until the mixture thickens and drops from the spoon. So I'm assuming that is not good enough. bits like that in there. Right. So that is the consistency of custard. I think I'm going to call that done. So take off there, put aside, and we need to make the meringue. The egg whites with a bit of yellow in it, we're going to whisk. Alright, so once it's like this, we now need to start adding about 100 grams of sugar, of which now for 2 tablespoons cornflour. One, I've knocked the camera. 2. Now add the rest of the sugar. Right, so now this is a case of pouring in the mixture. Right, so now right, so if I'm honest, my meringue is too loose, but I'd already started pouring it on, so I thought sod it, so what can go wrong? So we're now going to put this into a gas mark 4 oven, which is 180C or 160 fan. Thank you, train, for 18 and 20 minutes. Right, so I'm going to let that cool. Yeah, I've definitely. Will you shut up? I've definitely not whisked the meringue enough. But yeah, that's gone crispy on top. I did put that in for another 5 extra minutes. But yeah, it probably would have come out better if I'd whisked the meringue a bit more. It should have come out stiff though. It's just that I whisked it with my useless whisk for so long that I thought it's not going to get any stiffer, but it probably will. Right, let's leave this to cool, and actually we'll probably have some guests try it out later. Right, so some final thoughts. That actually came out really nice. The I suppose the pastry was a bit hard, but it's because I bought a pre-done pastry. Lovely and lemony. Captain Sous Chef thought it was a bit too lemony, but I thought it was perfect. The meringue on top, obviously, I should have whipped it. I should have whipped the eggs a bit more, so you could, put a bowl over your head and then added the sugar. But it still came out okay the way it was, and actually, because of that, it's obviously it's covered everything, and it's got a nice even brown. And it is. Oh, it is crunchy on top. So yes, I definitely recommend that to give that a go. Okay, goodbye.